Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread here for Friday, August 8th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Hey, make sure you subscribe and also give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. And hey, if you want, turn on that notification bell. That way you get notified when this video drops and you can grab the best of the number with us here on Cover the Spread. And let's head into the weekend. We got three on the diamond for us today as we head into the weekend's slate of action. Looking forward to the weekend's actions here. So let's get started as we always do. We'll chat with the cappers and then we'll get right to the three plays we got rolling for you. So let's head on over to Al to get us started. How are you doing here, Al?
Yeah, definitely seen better days here as far as the show is concerned. But hey, got these two great cappers on this side of me, right next to me here to pick me up when I'm down. So yeah, good to be with these two guys that have been on fire lately. So yeah, thanks for picking me up, guys.
Hey, you guys were picking me up when I was on my slump. So hey, we're glad to do it on a nice little 2-1 streak here. Uncover the spread. Hit 5 straight with 10 days pending. So hey, looking forward to the weekend. Looking to stay hot, as they say. Head on over to Ramon. How you doing here, Ramon?
Yeah, pretty great to be with you guys and try to bring some more winners. That's our job here on Cover the Spread. Bring some winners, but also bring some great information. I'm sure there's information we give that puts some people on some other plays too. So let's cover the spread.
Definitely. Without further ado, let's get to it. First game we're going to kick off. We got the Los Angeles Angels into Detroit to take on the Tigers. This is Al's game. What do you like here in this one? Angels or Tigers here on Friday?
Yeah, as I was saying, it's been a pretty rough little run for me. So, hey, you could say I'm maybe trying to buy a win here, and maybe I am, but I like this play a little bit here. The Tigers are the better team with the much better lineup, in my opinion, a more complete lineup, and obviously a big pitching advantage here with Tariq Skubal, who's been great all season long. Gave up 3 earned in his last start, but expect him to bounce back and do a little bit better. He did go a full 7 innings, so it's not like it was a terrible start or anything. 10 strikeouts, no walks. So solid everywhere else. Just gave up 1 home run, those 3 earned. But yeah, expect him to have a much better start here against an Angels team that's been showing up a little bit lately, but just don't think that Hendricks is going to be their best option here against Skubal. And again, just think that gives a big advantage to this Tigers lineup. I think they get to Hendricks early and often. And I'll take the Tigers to win this one big by 2+. Let's take the Tigers on the run line.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Angels or Tigers here on Friday?
Scuba's always a good bet for sure with these numbers and what he's done this season. He beat the Angels back on May 2nd, quite a while ago, but 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 8 Ks, and no walks. But just a day later, here comes Kyle Hendricks. Spun a pretty good game against Detroit with the 7 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, and an Angel win. So I'm going to think that Hendricks maybe can get something done here. He's gone under in several games in a row right now with pretty decent outings here of late. I know he's got a 4.5 ERA here, but we've seen Detroit maybe their woes here a little bit. This slump that they've been in, it's fair to say they're in a slump here right now, despite their good standing here. Still 16 games over 500 heading into the series, but remember they were a little bit over 20 games over 500. So it's just been flatlining here for a couple of weeks. I'm going to go under here in this one. For the last 5 between these two in Detroit have gone under. Yeah, maybe I'm a Hendricks fan too. I know he's a little long in the tooth here, getting up there like me, but let's go under in this one with the Angels and Detroit on Friday.
Kind of like that, Ron. I like the under as well. Lower scoring one here between these two. So, with that being said, I like the Nerfy here in this one. We've seen Hendricks already once against Detroit this season. Hey, the team got the 5-2 win in his start in that one. It was against Flaherty on the other side of the bump. But hey, Hendricks did his job, got us 3 outs in that first inning. I think he can get us 3 outs again here in this one. And then you look at Skubal, he's been rolling right along. I think Skubal can get 3 outs here. And we get the Nerfy, so give me no runs first inning here between the Angels and the Tigers here on Friday. All right, on to the next game we're looking at here for you. We got the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals here in this one on Friday night. This is Ramon's game. He's going to get us going. Cubs, Cardinals. What do you got?
Well, that's Cubs and Cardinals. Maybe that's rivalry city. One of the greatest rivalries in sports for sure, and it'd be a good weekend of action here with the Cubs. All these games are pretty important here, and man, have they found a great option in Michael Boyd. We know Boyd. He's always been pretty solid, maybe on the cusp of being very, very good. Well, he's very good right now, no doubt about it. It's off another couple of strong outstanding outings here, right? Last two games, 11 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 walk, and 12 Ks. So Cubs come in here pretty solid favorite, close to $1.70 or so in this one, going up against McGreevy. McGreevy did have an outing already against the Cubs this season, a 4 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 5 earned runs, and a walk. And he's learning a little bit on the job, but was kind of called up there. It felt like a little bit fresh and early. We've talked about him plenty of times here on Cover the Spread, giving him our props as a young pitcher with some promise. But Cubs right now, these are feeling pretty important. These bats, how good this Cubs offense is. Cubs are also 4-1 last 5 against St. Louis, and the Cards have dropped 4 of their last 5 at home. They're probably coming into reality check here for the Cardinals right now. I'm going to go ahead and lay the full run line on the Cubs here at -1.5. You could take an Al special, lay a little bit more juice if you think the Cubs will win, want that insurance. But I'll go ahead and lay it here with the Cubs and Boyd over the Cardinals on Friday. On the run line.
Head on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? St. Louis or Chicago here on Friday?
Yeah, I may like my matchup a little better, but definitely like this price a lot better than mine. As Ramon was saying, I think you could definitely look at the Al special here. I'm going to take the money line right along with that run line. I think it's a good spot here for the Cubs. Obviously, with Matthew Boyd here having a great season. McGreevy, he did go on a little run where he looked impressive, but then, he's been definitely a lot more inconsistent than Boyd has this season. So, again, I'm right with Ramon here. You could look at the Cubs team total over if you want a different look. I think they do get to McGreevy here. And, I like the Cubs lineup better than the Cardinals. I like a lot of advantages here. I think maybe the reason they're a better price than the Tigers is probably that they're on the road too. So, I'll take advantage of that and just go Tigers -1 for me. But if you guys were looking for a different look, I'd go. You could also lay the half run with the Cubs. And first 5 as well. But definitely Cubs -1 is definitely my favorite look on this game.
And for me, looking at this one, I'm going to give you a prop. We're going to focus in on that our buddy named Boyd. He's been rolling along, and you look at what he's seen. He's already pitched against this St. Louis squad twice this season, and in those games, guess what? St. Louis scored nothing. Still yet to score a run when Boyd's been on the mound. He's went 11 innings. He's given up 6 hits in those starts and had himself 12 strikeouts. You look at his last game, he had 8 strikeouts. So what's the strikeout prop going to be? I'm going to say even 6.5. My number is I think he gets to that 8 strikeouts here in this matchup against St. Louis. So whatever you can get, if you can get the extended on it, I think 8 is my number. Anything under that, I'm going over the strikeout props. I think it comes in at 6.5 for Boyd here, strikeout wise. It might even come in at 5.5. But I think my number in this game is 8 strikeouts. So if you find an extended on that, hey, grab it. Either way, I'm taking Boyd strikeout prop over in this one on Friday night. All right, let's head on over the last game we're looking at on the slate. Big one here in this one. We got the red hot Blue Jays taking on the LA Dodgers. Should be a good series this weekend here in LA between these two teams. Hey, this is the game I love, so I'll get us started here. We got good old Max going, Max Scherzer on the bump for the Blue Jays. And you look what Scherzer has been doing for these Blue Jays. He's actually been not too bad for this Blue Jays team over the last few for him. You look over his over the last month. He's had 4 starts, and in those 4 starts, he's had 3 quality starts. in those games. So pitching well. He's got the 4 ERA, so not bad for Scherzer. And you got that offense behind you that can definitely score some runs and give you the run support. And you look what Kershaw's been doing. Hey, he's been rolling along himself over the last month. He's had 4 starts and had a good couple quality starts over the last month himself. So I expect a couple good veteran starters here to duel a little bit. I know Scherzer will be excited to pitch in LA. But we've seen this Blue Jays squad come out of Colorado after scoring 45 runs in this one. Expect to kind of be a little bit maybe less score. I don't see the Blue Jays scoring 15, 20 here on the Dodgers. We know the Dodgers bullpen isn't the greatest, but we've seen some improvement from the Dodgers bullpen. It's that time of year. They just kind of figure it out that they next man up. We get by committee here in this one. But for me, I got a number of 5. I think the Blue Jays get 5 runs in this one, maybe even 6, but 5 is where I think it is at. And I think this team total for the Blue Jays comes in right at 4.5, and the Blue Jays get the 5. So I'm going to take the Blue Jays team total over here on Friday night. I think that's what they can get. Mikey is 5. I don't see this being a 5.5 team total for the Blue Jays at all. It's just what it is. Dodgers are favored in this one. Blue Jays are a big dog, so I think at 4.5. I think the Blue Jays can get the 5 runs for us. Take the team total over in this one on Friday night. We'll head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Blue Jays or Dodgers on Friday night? Well, I know where you really want this to go. So it's just
well, I get to sit this one out at least, right? And let my friends over here have a series rivalry for this weekend. But look, I think this is going to attract a lot of eyeballs for sure. I mean, everybody knows how Toronto's rolling right now, and they might get 20 here. Well, they might get 20 in the series, and that might be more realistic. But yeah, this offense right now, no offense has really done what they did over the last few days this season here when taking on the Rockies. I know they got 8 runs off of a middle infielder there, I think, in the last inning, but still they were having some fun. And look, Max, I'd say inconsistent though for sure. Look, if you want going to take the Blue Jays in the playoffs, Max Scherzer is going to be involved there for sure, and he's going to have lots of great games here for sure, important games for Toronto. And Kershaw, he's worked his way back into great form. We know it didn't take long, but did have a couple of shorter outings here in the last few weeks. A couple of they didn't get through the 5th inning, so I think there will be more offense here. Look, you got the Dodgers coming in. We know that they're doing some things. Toronto, of course, gone over 7 of their last 8 on the road. The Dodgers are 33-23 to the over at home. Yeah, Kershaw coming off that solid game against Tampa there. Al, 6 innings, kind of shut him out there a little bit. But Toronto, they've had some trouble here when going to LA, but I'm going to end up going over with these two here. Yeah, I agree. Rod, the Dodgers bullpen's improving a little bit, but we've seen them blow it up here. Tanner Scott made a bullpen session. He's looking good, so he can come in and blow some games too. In the next few days, he'll be activated, I think, but not yet.
Looking forward to it.
For this one, he should be able to shore that thing up. They need Tanner Scott in there for sure. I'm teasing him here a little bit. We know he blew a few up, but let me go over here with Toronto and LA on Friday. Over 9, huh? Yeah.
Over 9. Hey. Head on over to Al. What do you like here in this one on Friday night?
Yeah, I guess the book's not really trusting these 2 vets, huh? With that total set at 9 here, and I guess I will follow on that a little bit, touch on it. As much as I'm a Kershaw guy. Got his replica ring back there. If I duck down, don't want to get too far off screen. There it is, somewhere over there. But anyway, he's really hasn't pitched well against these big names here on these Blue Jays. Small sample sizes, but Guerrero 1 hit and 1 at bat against him. And the guy I'm going to focus on here is Bo Bichette, who's been extremely hot. Only got 1 hitless game since July 19th. So he's got a few of them have been multiple hit games, obviously. And 3 home runs, combined 3 home runs over his last 3 games. So also, 2 hits and 3 at-bats with 2 homers against Kershaw. So we'll take Bo Bichette to get us an RBI and a home run there as a little prop, help us get over that total. I will be rooting for my Dodgers, but hey, maybe this is a little bit of an emotional hedge. But I think it's a good look too with all this recent history between them.
Man.
Hey, that wraps up Friday's action here. Covered the spread. Hey, let us know what you think about the 3 games we covered here on Friday's slate. And as we always do, we'll do a quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at, we got the Detroit Tigers here in action. This is Al's game. He's taking the Tigers over the Angels on the Al special there in that one. And then we got the Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Ramon's game, he says take the Cubbies on the run line in that one. And then the last game we looked at to finish off the slate, we got the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Dodgers. I say grab the team total for the Blue Jays over. I think it comes in at 4.5. I think the Blue Jays can get 5 runs off of the Dodgers here in this one on Friday night. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's make it a good Friday night. Start the weekend. Let's do what we always do here, and that is cover.
Spread.
Spread. Spread. Cover. Spread. Cover.